Alright guys, we are cleaning out the chicken coop today. Got the tractor bucket ready so I can put everything in it, and let's let the ladies out so they can enjoy. Hi ladies. Alright. Come on. It's cleaning time. No. Dogs are here to protect you. Come on. It'd be nice to have a nice clean coop. Let's get set up. Okay, so I put the tarp under the bucket just in case. So we have to get all of this alfalfa out of the run and clean some stuff up. It is about the first nice day that we've had in quite a while. It's warm enough that I can get out here and do all of this stuff and not freeze my little bippy off. So I need to rake up all of this alfalfa. We need to get this out of here. It's been here over the winter. I usually put it down with some mealworms in it. That way the girls are stimulated, have something to do, only because we can't let them out as much with the snow and it gets disgusting. We're now into the very muddy season, so I try not to let them out as much, so I have to give them things to do while they are stuck inside essentially all day. And if you cannot hear it, I am slightly congested, and before everyone can yell at me for not wearing a mask, yes, I learned my lesson, and I had posted a video on TikTok trying to bring awareness to wearing a mask, specifically like an N95 or a respirator, while you clean out the chicken run and the chicken coop, due to all of the particles that get brought up into the air while you're doing this, as you'll see throughout this video. So just as a warning, let's go see this video so everyone can see how my voice sounds and how terrible this is. And this is only a few hours, not even, after cleaning the chicken run. Hey guys, so fun update. This is the reason you do not clean your chicken run and your chicken coop without wearing a mask. This started happening with my throat and my voice almost immediately, a few hours after I finished cleaning. So as you can hear, I sounded fabulous. I did end up getting a sinus infection, which I am currently still dealing with, and am nice and congested as can be. As you can see, all of the stuff that is coming up with the shoveling, it's flying in the air. If you get sick easily, please do wear a mask or a respirator. I am not telling you to do anything. I'm not demanding anything of anyone. I upset several people on the internet apparently because they took it as I was telling them to do something when I was just trying to bring awareness to an issue. And people who are thinking about getting chickens or, you know, any kind of farm animal, to always just take precaution, especially if you are easily susceptible to sinus infections like I am, or have allergies like I do. It's always just a good idea to wear some kind of protection so you're not breathing everything in. We always think we're invincible and nothing bad can come of doing things, but unfortunately it can. And thanks to a lot of the response I got on my TikTok video, I've learned how severe some people's reactions really are, and I feel very sorry for the people that has happened to, and I pray that I am not one of them in the future and don't have any long-term issues. So in the future I will be wearing a mask, like I said, an N95 style or a respirator, so that this does not happen again. I have had sinus infections before due to cleaning the chicken run and the chicken coop without a mask, and did not learn my lesson the first time apparently, so I I felt the need to do it again, you know, just to test the waters out, see how bad it can really get. But this is how I clean out the chicken run in the chicken coop. I just use a rake and try to get up all of the surface layer alfalfa out of here. Eventually, on a nice warm day during the spring, we usually do a really good clean out. I will shovel out all of the sand that we have underneath this, and lay new sand down so that they have, you know, a much cleaner surface, and that tends to stay down a little bit better because sand, you know, kind of comes a little bit damp. Some people did suggest putting some water on top, like a surface layer, spraying it before digging all of this stuff up. I might try that in the future. It has been super dry. I mean, the girls have been digging up this sand. We did a full clean out in the fall, so the sand is probably from then. And on top of it, we also have a lovely issue with mice. They've been digging tunnels underneath everything and into the run here, trying to get to the food, which fortunately it does hang, so they were not really able to access it. The water feeder does sit on something and it was leaking. I'm hoping that I can fix it before I put it back in here. I really did want to hang it, but I was afraid that the handle would not be strong enough on this particular water feeder and it would end up just breaking and falling down in the run. So as you can see, I just pretty much rake all of the surface layer off. When I do go to swap out and clean out more of the sand itself, I have bought in the past, they're basically called chicken shovels, and there's a couple brands out there. You can find them on Amazon. They are great. They do filter out, you know, the looser particles and take out the poop and any other larger things that may be in there. I think this right here, specifically at this moment in time in this video, is where I went wrong. As you can see, I did cover my face, but I think being that close down into it and bringing up all of those particles into the air really did not help my cause in, you know, not getting sick. So we used to have a larger roosting type of staircase that my boyfriend had built, and I asked him to replace it and put a roosting bar into the run for the chickens to get up onto, and that is what he came up with. It is way too high for the chickens, so now I have to figure out how to get them up onto it.
I upset somebody. Where is she? There you are. Hi, Penny. What are you doing? Huh?
So we are moving on to the coop now. These are where the nesting boxes are, and as you can see, we have some eggs. Penny's egg is the blue one that she just laid, so that is actually nice and warm still. As you can see, they are very pretty. We are going to get these out of here, and then we're going to start cleaning the coop. So when we built the coop, I decided that we needed to have some wallpaper in here to make it pretty, and this is the rake that I use. It's just a smaller type of rake I got at my local garden center. Actually works out perfectly for the coop because it's smaller. My entrance to it to be able to clean out is not as large as, you know, some may be. These are the roosting bars that we had built. They come out so that I can fully get into the coop and clean everything, you know, appropriately. And when I do need to deep clean, I physically have to get in here and stand up, as you'll see in a little bit. So my boyfriend did a great job building all of this for me and kind of making my vision come to life. It did take quite a while. We were super procrastinators when doing all of this, but at least the wallpaper looks pretty. I did have him add a second roosting bar into the coop recently as well, because again, we have one of the more like stair type of bench things. As you can see in the background, it's on the ground, and we would have 3 levels that they could sit on, but I like that they could get up a little bit higher, and plus the boards were getting super dirty. So basically I just lay the tarp outside of the coop, and I just go in with the rake and just pull everything out. The dogs, on the other hand, think it is feeding time, so trying to keep them at bay during this time is always fun, but I need them out here to help keep any predators away from the chickens because they are free ranging through the woods right now. So let's continue cleaning out the coop. This here is Olivia. She is my olive egger. She lays our green eggs, and apparently she is very curious about what we are doing to her home right now. So she will leave in a minute so that I can finish cleaning. I scared her, but the pitter patters are quite funny. So these are the pine shavings that we use in the coop. I get them again from our local garden and feed store that's a couple towns over. They work great. You can do a deep litter method here if you want to, or whatever you'd like. I clean the coop about every 2 weeks roughly during the winter. Probably should be more because the chickens are cooped up a little bit more during those times, but it is freezing or snowing, and who really wants to bundle up and come out here and clean? So Penny has decided to come see who is in her home now, and she is investigating. But basically I just open the bag, and about half of this will get dumped into the coop, and I just spread it around, and then I put it in the nesting boxes as well. I probably could have left the roosting bars out while I did this so I don't bang my head, but honestly it doesn't really matter. One of the best choices that we did make when doing the chicken coop was putting down this like vinyl flooring that we had grabbed at our local Home Depot. It makes cleaning the coop so easy. Everything just slides right out. There's nothing that really gets stuck to it because of the pine shaving. So it is something that I definitely recommend if you can find some kind of flooring that isn't wood, or if you're going to be using like sand or something, obviously that's different. But if you're building a coop like this and you can find something to put down that is going to make your life easier when cleaning, please, go ahead and do so. It has made my life a breeze. Also, I just want to mention that when I do clean out the coop specifically, I do not tend to get the issues respiratory wise that I do when I clean out the run. And I find that it's because I am standing outside of the coop mainly and pulling everything out. So nothing's really getting brought up into my face as much. So, excuse the camera. That is why I don't really wear a mask too much. And then I think I'm good to go for the run as well. And turns out I'm not. but I have it down to where I usually don't need to because it's not being brought face level unless I get into the coop like I did a couple minutes ago and am sweeping everything out. So this is Penny, who kept coming to investigate. I think she just really needed to lay an egg. She is our Americana, and she's the one that lays the blue eggs. So I thought you guys would like to see her.